Hello, welcome back to another week of prioritising lovely things to protect my postpartum mental health. This week I'm hoping we're going to spend a little bit less money because although it's been lovely going on lots of outings and little moochy trips into towns and stuff, my bank balance is suffering a little bit. But that's okay. I'm also really hoping that this week is the week I get back to agility, because it's been a few weeks. Walking the dogs is a little bit challenging at the moment, especially because of Hen's eye. He has been given the okay recovery-wise from his stitches, but he also, the scabbing is still coming off a little bit, so not quite ready for him to be trusted with his cone off 24/7. Also, he pulls at it every so often, but we're just trying little stints throughout the day and I'm observing him, and obviously I put the cone back on if he starts flailing or starts scratching or pawing at his face. So yeah, hopefully we'll be back to top form for Hen imminently. For anyone who's interested, here is how Hen is doing. His his wound is mostly healed now. He did scab a little bit off, but that's why he's back in the cone. But he is allowed to spend time out of the cone now, which is good. He's completely unaffected in his little world, which actually is great, even though it has been difficult because he's not been aware that he's had his eye removed, because obviously he was completely blind in that eye anyway, weren't you? But you're being a very good patient and your fur is starting to grow back, which is lovely. So hopefully a few more days in your cone and then you can come out. I do need to definitely sort your ears out because they're so matted, aren't they? Yes, but we'll do that when you're feeling a bit better. I mean, look at him. He thinks he's fine. But again, this is why we're keeping the cone on for a little bit longer, so you can still be your crazy self, but you're not gonna accidentally cut yourself or lift scabs off or anything like that. But it is lovely seeing him back to his usual crazy self, aren't you? Good boy. Ready, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Yeah. Go, go, go. We've got Callie over here who's in season now, but she's not too angsty, are you? She's not too angsty, so she can be out with everyone. And then Woody is also here, of course. And yeah, we're just gonna head over to the water because I'm not sure Woody and Callie have noticed that the water's there. They're all just enjoying a good run round, especially Henry. But he is just loving life and fully aware that he's rolling in something disgusting, but we're just gonna let the man live, you know? You only live once, don't you, Hen? Yeah, and it's good to see you back to your normal self. You just gotta lose some weight because you got a bit chonky. That's okay, you've been recovering from surgery, so we'll let you off. In your bed. Good girl. In bed. In your bed. Go bed. Hen in your bed. Nearly in your bed. Good boy. Oh, careful. Right, wait a minute. Wait. Wait. Made it to agility, made my own sandwich,
got a drink, had a coffee before I even got here. Woody's had a great class. The tiny human is now asleep. I feel like right now I'm having a great day. Everything's going to plan. Callie is ready and raring to go for her class in a minute. I've got this salmon and cream cheese homemade bagel. Perfect. Good afternoon. The weather's good, we're outside. What more could I want? Emergency now. Today was a positive session for both dogs. I'm just unpacking my Tesco order. I did find this really cute bib actually, so I got that for the tiny humans. It's got loads of different vegetables on it. Thought that would be cute, and they should be able to learn how to do it themselves. It just covers the baby, not the surface. So yeah, we'll try that. And then yeah, just got bits and bobs, mostly Tupperware actually, quite boring. I got some Pringles. Anyway, agility was really good for both dogs. Woody's session I had to cut short because the tiny human needed looking after. And then we had Callie's class. She got a bit upset again. I can't remember, it's been so long since I filmed an agility session for you. But we've been struggling a bit with Callie. She's developed some sort of like noise sensitivity, and there's just kind of like been a bit of a like string of bad luck of external factors while we've been training. But I've noticed that when she gets scared, she just shuts down, which is a real shame, and I obviously don't want to push her too hard. But today I kind of continued, but I put her in the truck so she could have a rest between goes, and I was like, I don't know, trying my best basically. But I'm not sure if that's actually helpful long term, and obviously I don't want her to have a long term effect on it. I completely appreciate that like our home life has been chaotic this year, so she's feeling extra sensitive most likely anyway, and these like external things just kind of like push her over the edge, whereas in a normal year she wouldn't feel that way. So yeah, I have spoken to another trainer that I go to because I just wanted some advice, because yeah, as I say, I don't want to push her when actually we should be taking a step back or like taking a different approach, because I don't want there to be a long-term effect on Callie, because she is quite a sensitive dog. I don't think many people realise quite how sensitive she can be, because she's quite like, yeah, look at me, I'm Kelsey and all this, but like, I mean, she's a cross between a Labrador and a Cocker Spaniel, so they're like, it's in her nature or in her genetics to be a bit sensitive. So yeah, I'm just fully aware of that, and I don't want to push her too much, but also I don't want to like ease off too much if that also doesn't help. So yeah, so basically, hopefully in a future video I'll be able to like share a bit more about like advice that I've been given on how to kind of like navigate this situation.
Yes, life is feeling really quite tough at the moment, impossibly tough at times, and it's just relentless. So we've got Callie's in the season now. Hen's obviously still adjusting to having one eye. Tiny Human is teething, which is a challenge in itself. And my parent spaniel has found herself in critical care at the vets. I'm not going to go into the reasons why or how or, you know, anything like that. But, you know, it's just a lot. I mean, looking after a tiny human is a lot. But every other thing that's happened this year, on top of having and looking after a tiny human, it is intense. That is the only way to describe it. So anyway, my plans for today were cancelled. I was supposed to meet up with someone, but they had a change of plan. So we've come to the garden centre because if in doubt, if your world is falling apart, take your tiny human to go and look at some fish. I also want to have a look at some houseplants because obviously a lot of our houseplants have died in the last few months because they've not been a top priority. I've no idea what I want to replace them with, but we've just got like a lot of plant pots now, so I'll have a look and see what we can replace them with. You spotted Henry. Took this photo of Henry for Tasty Bone. This is a Dalmatian called Obi, and I also took this one of a Jack Russell Cross Yorkie for called Aggie. It's kind of weird seeing him now because obviously he's lost his eye, but yeah. The absolute irony of that is we came to the wrong garden centre for fish. So I think we might have enough time if we're speedy, obviously not speeding, to head over to the other branch in this chain, and they definitely do have fish, so let's go.